I'm Dr. Sandi Deans. I'm the Director of UK NEQAS for Molecular Genetics, which is an external quality assessment provider, and we're based at the Royal Infirmary in Edinburgh. So the EQA scheme's real role is to make sure that a patient sample is tested appropriately and the correct result is returned to that patient with the correct interpretation. And we cover a wide range of molecular genetic schemes, cytogenomic schemes, and also molecular pathology schemes. And for 2018, we're offering 78 different EQA assessments. The challenges that we face as an EQA provider is obtaining sample and EQA material and also data. For the data, we struggle because it's very difficult to have website submission portals for the laboratories that can handle the huge data sets, and we have been working with other collaborators to look at how we can make this facility more widespread and robust, and also to triage the data as it's submitted. We see a lot of laboratories, depending on their in-house bioinformatics resources, about whether or not they can handle the data appropriately. So a lot of the time our bioinformaticians have to clean up the laboratory data before we can actually analyse. So it's about trying to work with the companies of NGS platforms and bioinformatic companies to try and standardise the data. So it's not just standardising the testing and the reporting, it's the data analysis as well. We have a long-standing relationship with QIAGEN. In fact, in 2010, we received an educational grant in conjunction with ASTRAZeneca when we started up our EGFR molecular testing in lung cancer to help source, again, samples to be able to provide the EQA for the laboratories that were just starting EGFR testing at that time. So I have just been demonstrated QCI for the first time, and I must say I'm very impressed. There's been, in particular in the UK, and we see over Europe, a very conservative effort to introduce the new ASMG and the AMP Guidelines to standardise variant classification, and I think this will help support laboratories to be able to deliver that and standardise and educate all laboratory staff, so we have the same output from the laboratory and it's consistent, and we're looking at using that information and the data that is within the QCI system to be able to provide our educational EQA schemes. The challenges going forward and for future developments for NGS EQA schemes is looking at how laboratories handle the large data sets and be able to interpret it appropriately for their patient. So we need to incorporate NGS data for not just large gene panels, but through to whole exome sequencing and also whole genome sequencing.
QIAGEN.
Sample to insight.